Yo, what's up everybody? This is Ryu Blade on the Overwatch Bros channel. We're going to do a little bit of a tutorial video on the items today and maybe some abilities and how to put them on the auto builder, ability builder and item builder in the game Smite, of course, which we recently got into. This isn't a comprehensive and by nowhere means an advanced guide, but maybe even those, if you're playing on PC, you might be able to get something out of it, who knows. But even people in my own team have been asking a lot of questions, and I don't think the user interface is necessarily the easiest, so we'll kind of jump into it. I'm using my own mage Janice as an example here. We'll start off with the abilities and how to key them in. If I just read through Janice abilities, I mean, he's a cool mage. Janice creates a portal on the world. Well, firstly, portal ability. Janice creates a portal on the world placed on the wall. The portal will create a passage through to the other side that Janice or any ally may use, and the portal may be entered from either side but closes after one use. I mean, I can go through Janice's different abilities. We obviously have the ult and the passages, but that's not really what this video is about. Instead, we're going to be having a look at how to set those. So for instance, you can see we've got 1 to 20 there. They represent the levels that you level up in game, and I have 1 portal, then into unstable vortex, then into threshold, then back to portal, then into unstable vortex, then to through space-time, then into threshold. And you can see the pattern here, but you can customize this in any way you want to. Click that auto buy on the ability setting before you go in, and then you just don't have to worry about it, and it will allow maybe new people into the game just to focus on getting those abilities down and getting those quadra kills, really. Now onto items. Now this is tricky. Before I start with this, the user face is not the most easy. I mean, you can see there it's not actually displaying any stats, which it usually does. On the right hand side under Janice it says undefined. I don't know what that means. It usually displays stats that represent kind of what you're given here. Nevertheless, we will still go into it because this is the point of making the video, because I don't think it's the easiest. If we have a look at standards, we've got arena, custom. These are the builds that you can add to and change. I've got custom. We'll start with the standards, and you can see that firstly we've got some categories: starter, core, damage, defensive, relic, consumable. Now, you can put anything in any category, and I'll show you where to choose them from in a minute. I think this is more for your own personal preference. You know, the only things that really difference are the relics and consumables, because they're more one uses. The consumables tend to be the wards for seeing, or you know, mana potions and health potions and that kind of jazz. Aside from that, we also have the fact that what you want to do then is have a look and choose the items and slot them into the slots that you want. There's no easy way. What I'd love to do is just bring up the stats now from the images. I can't, because you have to go into a free slot and then remember where it was placed and try and choose it from there. It's really a long thing at the minute. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to have a look at the different categories and kind of go through them. All items should be self-explanatory. Consumable. So, for instance, healing potions, elixirs of power, which provides power buffs to damage, but they're all one uses, and you can see the gold that they cost. Then we have relics, again one uses here. I'll give you an example of a relic that I do have on. For instance, Bracer of the Undoing upgrade. Using item subtracts 3 seconds from all abilities currently on cooldown, and then restores 40% health mana lost within 5 seconds cooldown on 120 seconds. Whereas these other items here, under starter items, offensive, defensive, utility, they all create a sort of passive buff for you instead. And I will try and go through quickly some of the items that they'll have for you in standard, and then we'll just leap into a game and I'll kind of run through mine because it should be easier to bring that up. But we start with Mage's Blessings. You can see the items down at the bottom here. They are the items that they'll actually link you in on the auto buy when you start the game. So if you set them down there, put it on the auto buy, that's what it's going to buy for you in that order. The little fiery pot is Mage's Blessing. It gives you 10 bonus ability damage, 10 physical power, 20 magical power. Also has a specific role quest for if you're playing mid lane. Then we have Boots of the Magi, or Shoes of the Magi, magical power, magical penetration, and movement speed as well. With penetration, as I understand it, we have, you know, kind of damage, defense, and armor, whereas penetration works to get rid of the armor more, so it adds like another dimension onto the rock, paper, scissors. We also have, I'll go through Spear of Desolation and Cronus Pendant in a little bit. The horn that you see there at the bottom, that's Bancroft's Talon, that'll give magical power plus 100. It gives you a little passive there that you can gain additional magic power from. So of course I'm not explaining this very well, but I'm about to explain it easier, because I mean this should show you that it really doesn't work that great for me.
We'll just jump into a quick game here.
All systems are online.
Okay guys, we are back, and this I think will give you a better idea of the kind of... So this is my own custom build, as you can see. You can still kind of scroll across. Utility Essential, Custom Build, or popular items are down there as well. So I've done away with the Mage's Blessing because I didn't think you needed it too much, as opposed to going into Shoes of the Magi. Instead I go into Shoes of Focus, which give me an 18% movement speed plus 10% cool reduction, which you do not get with Boots of the Magi. Then we go into Soul Gem. It gives me 65 magical power, 150 health, 12% magical steal, and 10% cooldown reduction. Passive: on successful hit of an enemy, on successful hit of an ability, you gain 1 stack, and 4 stacks. Your next ability damages an enemy god will deal bonus damage equal to 30% of your magical power to each god hit, and will heal yourself and allies within 20 units, 40 seconds of your magical power. So there's a lot of stats there, but it does some healing, and it does a really good, you know, cooldown reduction. On top of that, then we have Spear of Desolation. I like this one again, more of the cooldown reduction. I think you can see the pattern that I'm going for. And if you receive a kill or assist enemy god, all of your cooldowns are reduced by 1 second. Cronus Pendant again is another huge one for ability cooldown, but also magical power. Every 10 seconds the pendant activates, subtracting 1 second for your abilities currently on cooldown. So this is pretty much it, and why I want this. I want high magic, which is why I like items like Rod of Tahiti, because it's magical power. So you can go in, stick them on auto buy, and then you'll find out that as you play the game, you can just don't really have to worry about it too much. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be dropping out on this one, but keep it locked later. We'll be on for Smite, Overwatch, all that good stuff. Have yourself some good Christmas, get some eggnog, and we'll catch you later.